Early age retirement financial blueprint. I'm currently turning 29 in a couple of days in the month of October. And this information right here, I wish, not even that I knew it when I was 18, 19, 20, 21. I wish I had somebody to teach it to me when I was 18, 19, 20, 21 without any catches, right? Without any manipulation, without any complication. Just get straight to the point. Just get straight to the point, which is what I'm doing in this video. And essentially, right here, as I'm turning 21, I'm broke as a bat. But I find that being broke as a bat essentially is what has forced or inspired me to get this information. As I look back, I find that when it comes to active income, specifically, let's say job or career, had I started making a lot of money when I was younger, gotten to that place where I'm comfortable in terms of active income, where my attention would have been as I observe other people would have caused me not to seek out this type of information that I sought out and found. The same thing if I had a profitable skill that was making a lot of money. Because my attention would have been directly there, I would have not sought out the information that I sought out and have learned now. And so, as I go into this video, I'll say that I'm not at the numbers in terms of the goal points. However, I'm in that process of getting to the goal points, and the math is mathing, right? I'm in my Shikamaru age or era of my life. If you know who Shikamaru is from Naruto, a highly intelligent ninja, but don't like to make things complicated. And that's where I am in terms of my life when it comes to growing financially and just anything in general. Being a minimalist, getting straight to the point, and taking the most simple actions as possible that can produce the most efficient results. No fluff, no bluff, no making things complicated to sound like I'm a super smart dude. You can take this information, it's free. Essentially, it is free. The only difference is that over the years I had to gather it piece by piece by piece because a lot of people just want to get straight to the point like I'm about to do. And so you could go Google, research, ask ChatGPT. Some of the things I'm going to share here is going to really blow your mind because this is a minimalist way for early retirement. If you're 18, 19, 20, 21, and you've seen this video, you could retire by the time you're 30 years old. I'm turning 29. It might take me a couple more years, but had I known this when I was 18 and then have somebody trying to manipulate me, trick me, or, finesse me and just get to the point who genuinely wanted to help me, by the time of this age, 30 years old, I would have essentially been fully retired because I would have taken the proper actions necessary to be able to reach the results or the goal points that you see here on this board. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want is active income. Active income is an action that you're doing that you get paid for it. A job or a career is fine, as long as you take a percentage of your active income and you put it into a brokerage account to invest for passive income. Literally, that's all it is. If that's the step that you need to do, it's literally that. So if you have a job or a career, as long as you can take a percentage of your money and put into an individual brokerage account and invest for passive income, specifically REITs, real estate investments trusts, right? You can reach the goal because REITs pay dividends, whether it's monthly or quarterly. And that's the basis of the blueprint. But here is the catch. It is unlikely that a person can put aside to reach the goal, specifically of 100K, right? Off of just a job or a career, because the active income made through a job or career is highly tied to the time that you work, right? And we have a lot of expenses, we have a lot of bills. And so the next phase is that while having an active job or career, you find a profitable skill. As you can see here for me, my profitable skill that I will be working on is photography. But if you're in a job or career where what you're doing can translate into a profitable skill that you can do independently on the side to make extra income, that is great, because you're going to do the same thing of taking that money, a percentage of that money from that profitable skill and putting into your individual brokerage account and buying the REITs, the real estate investment trusts. So now you have your job or career as active income, you're taking a percentage of that, adding it to the brokerage account for the real estate investment trusts, and you also have a profitable skill, and you take the percentage of that, and you're adding it to the real estate investment trust. Together, these things will help you put more money in your account faster and invest in the REITs faster so you can reach the goal of 100K. Now, even with a profitable skill, it still requires time, right? And so the third phase, if you're capable, is having a profitable product. And a profitable product, as you can see here, I have a bottle here, and I'm not showing the label, but I'm operating an e-commerce store that is selling an herbal product. And the goal is if you can scale or grow this product business to become profitable as a brand that develops brand equity, that can essentially, do a lot of long-term things in terms of e-commerce, right? Scaling a lot online, maybe becoming a well-known brand that's in the shelves of stores or whatever. That will help you even further generate more money, right? To be able to put into that brokerage account and invest specifically in the REITs, the real estate investment trusts, with the goal of being 100K. Now, the reason why the goal is 100K minimum is because from doing the math on having 100K invested into a REIT that pays monthly, generally it will bring about a passive income of $1,000 a month in dividends. And that's why I put minimum 100K, because I know an extra $1,000 a month is what a lot of people need in their lives, right? It's a great number to get to. Now, when it comes to the investing, right, as you've seen me share over and over and over, I was saying take the active income from your job or your career, from the profitable skill, from the profitable product or service that you have, right? And put it into a brokerage account specifically for REITs. The reason why I say start with REITs is because real estate investment trusts have to pay dividends monthly or quarterly, right? But it doesn't stop there, because your brokerage account can still, of course, invest into other things. Once you have a good dividend coming in, or dividend income coming in from the REITs, right? The next step is to get into ETF dividends. There's a lot of different ETFs that pay monthly and quarterly dividends. Some of them, yeah, generally that's it. And once you have a lot of those, you now have increased your portfolio, right? The goal can be to get your portfolio to 500K. Now, after ETF dividends, you can go into number 3, other dividend stock. That can be company stocks, right, of different businesses that exist, and you can see what their dividend ratio is and things like that, and buy into them and invest. But at this point, once you reach your 100K goal with the REITs paying you dividends, after that, everything else is just to diversify and increase that portfolio to have dividends coming from other sources of stock than REITs. But overall, the basis is that you want to invest your active income from job and a career, from profitable skill, from profitable product into REITs first, so that it can generate that dividend income faster. That is what I've learned from the investing that I'm doing right now. Overall, this is the simple basis blueprint. And the reason why I say it is a simple basis blueprint is because it comes down to what you want to do with your money. If you have a profitable, first of all, if you have a high-paying job or career, that can get you to the goal of 100K quick. If you need to, get into a profitable skill, that can also get you to the goal of 100K. If you have a profitable product or service, that can also get you to the goal of 100K. But here is a catch over every single thing. With this strategy, once you get to 100K and you're getting your $1,000 a month, if you want to push further, go for 500K. That will get you 5,000 a month. If you want to push further, go for $1 million. That will get you $10,000 a month. For me, that would be my cap, my ideal cap, right? After that, understanding how dividend income works, you will no longer need the active income from a job or career. You will no longer need the active income from that skill, and you will no longer need the active income from that product, because your dividend income now can essentially sustain your basic needs. I don't want to say the word lifestyle. A lot of people jump to lifestyle. Once your dividend income can sustain your basic needs, what else is there? What else is there? So overall, this is Early Age Financial Blueprint. I'm sharing it as of here at age 29. As I've shared, I'm now on my journey. I'm nowhere near 100K. I told you I'm broke as a bat, but I have been putting, my what I can set aside in terms of work income specifically into the dividend REITs and getting my dividends. So for me, it's just common sense that I want to be able to grow and scale, which is why, aside from my work income, I do have the profitable skill that I'm working on right now of photography. I paid $100 for a photography course. I paid $500, about maybe $700 for this camera. Gonna put it to use. And I've always been obsessed with e-commerce, especially in the holistic health and wellness area. And so I actually have an e-commerce brand that I'm working on that is getting known. It's generating sales. It's not gotten profitable yet, but I know those 3 things will help me get to my minimum goal of 100K and beyond. And so if you're someone that's in the position to already get to these goal points, do it. Surpass me, because my goal is that other people can learn this information and reap what they sow.